welcome to the show. If you've noticed, we had a little hiatus. Why? I don't know.
Like one Saturday makes a hiatus?
One Saturday makes a hiatus.
I thought we just missed the release.
No, we just got lazy. No, just kidding. Since it was just going to be two of us, we decided to just not do anything. Mm-hmm. We were supposed to do a little ouchie thing, but that fell through. But how was your trip, buddy?
My trip was good.
You be tripping?
I was tripping. I was tripping in heat. And dude, you know, I've never experienced humidity. Like, I mean, I'm talking like sweaty balls, sweaty armpits, sweaty chest, sweaty Dude, I came back with like
vinegar balls.
You know what worse than vinegar balls?
You were never.
I got a little bit of the elephantitis because of like all the sweating. You know what I'm saying? The chafing and stuff. Ooh, I had to cream it up, my friend. It was pretty bad. You might want
to get that checked out again.
Oh, Jesus, yeah,
it's gotta go.
It's gotta.
Funny, I didn't picture you as athletic.
There was no athleticism happening. It was
so it's just straight up jock itch. Okay,
it was just straight up, dude. Like at 2 in the morning, 3 in the morning, just swimming in sweat. You're gonna get something inflamed.
That's gross.
It was pretty gross, man. It was pretty gross. But I'll tell you what, though, the food was delicious.
Okay, I need to know.
Weird transition, right?
Okay, hold
sweaty balls to delicious food.
Yeah, I'm drooling because of the food, not the balls.
Yeah, lies. Yeah, sweaty balls.
Sweaty balls. What did you eat?
Oh wow. Okay, so where I was staying at, the housemaid, she cooks a lot of traditional Mexican food. So I had simple stuff, man, in the morning for breakfast. But it's the kind of Mexican breakfasts that that you grew up having, like eggs, right? I had like what's called huevos enchilados. So basically it's just eggs and chili with like nopalitos, like cactus, like sliced up into little long rectangles. Dude, just guisado, meaning like cooked in tomato sauce and some oil. Epically good, man. We had beans in there. I had homemade tortillas, and every day. And then at one point, on one of the days, Rosa, which is the lady's name, she walked over to the little placita, because every pueblito there, every little town has like a little a little plaza, basically like a town square, if you will, and people are selling stuff. So I had carnitas, fresh made. Ooh. Dude, epically good. I've never had carnitas like this.
I like carnitas crunchy.
That's exactly.
I love them crunchy. My wife likes them just moist and like soft, but I love them crunchy with that little Coca-Cola hint on
nice. Them. Well, you know what? Then what your wife, the carnitas your wife likes are the American style ones, because here they're cooked in lard, or they're cooked with all their oils in, and they tend to be greasy for the sake of preserving. But over there, like, I mean, that meat was killed.
In
like
Mexico,
that.
Depends on the region. There's different kinds of carnitas.
Sure.
Like Hermosillo has a different kind of carnita too.
Okay.
But the kind that you went to, that's the kind that I like.
Well,
yeah. Kind.
So as I understand it, what it was, it's like these animals were slaughtered pretty much that day, and so food was super fresh. And when they were cooked, dude, like, I mean, I was surprised that there was no grease in this thing. Yeah. Like normally the carnitas are like super greasy. Had them like, they were so good. Had them taquitos, and it was good, man.
How was the heat?
The heat, dude. Like I'm telling you, man, humidity.
Was it on?
It was on.
The heat is on.
It was bad. No, it was Florida bad. Whoa. Yeah, you know how Florida is like drowning underwater right now, guys.
Nothing is Florida bad.
DeSantis is Florida bad.
Yeah, DeSantis is Florida bad.
But okay, so that was your summer break, right? Like a little quick summer break.
A little summer break.
Okay. Mm-hmm. And now you're back.
I'm back.
He's black.
Is he?
Black again.
And George is
still here.
Hi, George. How's it going?
The Earth is flat. You suck.
Interesting. Tell me more about this flat Earth theory.
I'm off looking for Bigfoot.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, he'll be back soon, guys. I promise. He'll be back soon.
He quit.
Miss him.
I gotta point the elephant in the room. He quit.
Why he quit?
If you guys don't know, George quit.
Why?
Because he doesn't like you.
I don't like me.
He's been saying it since the first episode.
I don't like me.
He said you think the Earth is round, and he doesn't like your face. Okay, that's not true. That's all cap.
Because it's round too?
Because your face is round.
My face is round? Gee, George.
You look like the moon. No, shout out to George. He will be back eventually.
He's out chasing windmills.
Chasing windmills.
He said, get it together, guys. make him rich in the meantime while he's gone. So he said, make your content great.
He's going to be doing the heavy lifting when he's back. Watch.
Yeah.
We're going to do a whole episode where he has to talk and we'll just be quiet staring at him.
No, he's gonna have to carry us like physically.
All of us?
All of us.
Heavy lifting?
Heavy lifting.
Heavy lifting.
All right, George, you better get to squatting.
God damn it, George.
Do some squats.
How you
Right
guys
now.
how are you guys enjoying your summer, by the way?
It's hot right now.
But
So-
it's not as hot as last year.
You know what? This
Yeah,
summer,
yeah.
this summer has not been hot. Like it. I mean, today is hot, but if you think of overall this summer, how
No.
many days have you been like, "Dang, it's hot"?
Like 4?
Yeah, if that.
Yeah, it's that.
So this week has gotten pretty hot. Like
Yeah,
there's
yes.
some records being
There's
broken.
been some, but not as bad as some.
And
other
it's
times.
climbing.
Yeah,
If
it's
you look
climbing.
at the forecast for the rest of the week up into next week, there's some pretty high predictions, and all over the world, like they've been hitting some record highs in terms of heat. So there's absolutely a trend up in heat. But last week I was in Mexico, so obviously I can't tell. But I heard that it wasn't too bad. I heard
wasn't too bad. It wasn't.
It
too
was
bad.
hot, but it wasn't like damn summer hot. And it definitely took a long time to get to this point, right?
For July 4th, we went to Knott's Berry Farm. It was amazing. It was wonderful. Nice little breeze. The sun was hot for like an hour, and then it went away, and it was cold
Nice.
or chill. This week is really bad, so I don't know if it's gonna be the
Okay.
same thing. How do you guys keep out of the heat? Do you guys go like to the movies? Do you go to like?
I stay in my
Bookstore?
house. My house is actually okay. So we do have a small AC unit, but 9 times out of 10 we don't need it.
Is it your wife just blowing at you like with ice cubes in front of her?
I just poke her belly button if I want her to blow harder. She goes, doesn't last very long. No,
5 seconds.
My house is insulated in a way that is amazing. We have a natural shade because there's a giant tree in front of the house, so we don't get the heat on that side of the house. And then we're in Long Beach, so we get like 10 degrees
you guys-
cooler.
yeah.
Yeah, and then so that breeze blows through our house. So even on the hottest of hot days, my house doesn't ever really get super hot. So it's actually quite nice. The AC unit is in my room, and it only cools off my room for the most part. If we were to close the windows and start the AC all day, then it would cool off the living room.
Yeah.
But we rarely turn it on because that's how nice it is in the summer. So yeah.
I have AC. Central Air is the shit. I've had it for like
Till
13 years. I will never go back.
the bill comes.
No, you know what? The bill sucks, but
It's worth it. I'll take that.
It's worth
challenge.
it.
I don't care if
It's
it's, a
worth
three.
it.
I don't care if it's a $300 a month bill. I need to be cold. And here's the sad part about me. I run hot all year round. So even in like fall
like
and
it
winter, I have to have air. When I'm in the car, I have to have air hitting me at all times.
yes.
I am dying at the new office because they keep it at 74.
Yikes.
It's
And I'm like-
psychological, my friend.
I cannot do it.
That's bad.
No, it's not. It's a blood thing. I don't know.
So I just bought this little like I guess you can call it like a swamp cooler. It's a fan. I got it off Amazon for like $45. And
Happy Prime Day.
happy Prime Day. So it's
Optimus Prime for you.
Did you guys get anything for Prime Day?
I did. I bought a few
I
things.
did.
I didn't really see anything.
There weren't great deals, but I just bought them because I needed them. Like we're gonna go to not Soak City this weekend, so I had to get like water shoes and stuff like that.
Gotcha.
So I bought them there, and I got them at like a discount of like 5% or something.
Yeah, I
Dude,
didn't.
Prime Health is a joke, dude.
I didn't feel like Prime Day was Prime Day.
No, Prime Day is a joke. It
It's
really
supposed
is.
to be like the digital Black Friday.
Yeah, but it's not. What it is just like we have all this crap that no one wanted year round, so we're gonna give you like 10% discount to get rid of this crap.
Yeah, the deals weren't that deep. There were a few things that were all right. I mean, I bought some golf balls. I bought some like
He,
you know.
he likes slim balls.
Oh yeah,
By
I
the
bought
way-
a comic book. I bought the Compendium of
Who is
Invisible.
Golf and where does he work?
He
Golf
works.
Dahlgren or what?
He works in those large, really green areas that take up like millions of gallons of water unnecessarily. So in desertscapes,
for the high rich folk.
pretty much. Yeah.
Speaking of which, you gotta take me out golfing. I gotta do it for my new career. I gotta go.
Yeah.
Take some lessons.
I got you, man.
I have
Be fun.
some amazing golf clubs that I bought off Jerry that he wants me to sell back to him. So I'm down to go golfing.
Hey,
Let's go.
OUCHCAST Golf Edition.
Dude, golf is fun. If you golf once, you do it. You will want to go back.
I golfed when I was like 17, 18. I
Yeah.
used to golf with my brother up in Rio Hondo.
Okay.
Is that what it is called?
Yeah.
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 We used to golf there. I had a lot of fun. I did, but I didn't know what I was
So
doing.
what makes it fun for older people is, I mean, really, it's an excuse to be outdoors, but it's so laid back. I mean, yes, there's some exercise when it comes to like the consistent swings, and if you're walking your clubs, depending on the size of the field, like a little pitch and putt, as they're called, it's like those little pitch and putt. It's like these little small like public golf courses, maybe 9 holes, and like the longest hit you're gonna get is like 100 and maybe 20 yards. It's really not that bad. But if you go to an executive golf course like the ones at Rio Hondo, now you're talking about 200, 300 yards. There you're in a golf cart. But I'm gonna tell you what, once you're at a golf cart, you never not want to be in one. It is the shit. And I dare you, defy you not to start like humming like a war theme as you're like being driven on the golf cart. Dun, 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 dun,
We
dun.
should play golf cart polo.
The temptation is big when you're on the. I'm telling you, like when I was with my buddy Lewis, and he's like, "Hey, okay, so I'll drive and you sit." I'm like, "Cool." And as soon as he takes off, I'm like, dun, 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 and I'm like swinging my golf, and he goes, "Stop." I'm like, "I can't, man.
You're
it's
embarrassing
fun."
me.
The temptation is big. It's fun.
Temptation. I just pictured the band in my head. The Temptations. I got sunshine. No, yeah, I gotta get back into that. This summer, I've been just spending time with the family, going out to the movies quite a bit. You know, Sunday we saw Indiana Jones.
Yeah.
That's why this is playing. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, really? I was gonna say, this is your new Indiana Jones theme song.
Yeah. I enjoyed it. This is the first time I actually did the 4DX experience.
Oh no, boo! I would have pleaded for you not to do it, because I saw the Flash in 4DX and I hated it. I love the movie. Hated the.
Can I give you my opinion?
They just turn
Please.
the fans on in your face, like.
Dude, it's worse than that. It's
No.
it's just annoying. Like honestly, I felt like 4DX was so annoying. It was super annoying.
Here's my opinion on it. It's like, I love 3D.
Yeah.
I adore 3D.
Yeah.
Most people don't, but yet they like 4DX. I don't understand it. It took away my concentration from the movie. It was fun. It was a fun experience. Me and the boys were laughing because we thought it was just gonna be like a little rumble and that's it. The boys.
Like Homer.
No, the boys.
Like in God of War.
Yeah.
Boy.
No. My oldest and my second oldest. They went with me to the movies. And we thought it was going to be like, just like a little ride, but it was like rumbling and all this thing, water hitting us in the face, the fans and all that. You
don't want to know where that water came from.
But I had fun. Would I do it again? I don't think so, because I could not concentrate on the movie that much. Now, for the movie itself, you guys want to discuss it? I can talk about it without no spoilers.
I do.
Wait, I'm not ready to move off this 4D thing because...
Sure.
In concept, I understand the premise of like trying to make the movies more interactive and engaging, right? Like
that's what 3D should have been.
It creates an experience. But from 3D to 4D, I just feel like we're missing the mark of what we're.
Can I give
for.
you my comparison? Because
it's not 4D though. It's not 4D. It truly is not 4D. It's the image is not in 3D, so it's not 4D. It's Sensovision.
Yeah, exactly.
How would you fix that? Would you incorporate smell-o-vision?
I would do smell-o-vision and I would do 3D, but I would do it. I would try to do it in a way where it's without glasses, a la the Nintendo 3DS or the Star Wars rides, where they now have the 3D screens in the ride. And you don't need the glasses.
So 4DX is a misnomer, first of all, because you're right. It's not 3D, and it's not the next elevation of 3D. It is really just an attack on your sense. Well, it's an attack on your senses. But here's the thing. I imagine like when they did 4DX, it's like when you went to Disneyland and you got, you know how like sometimes when you would go to California Adventure and you would sit in at one of their movie theaters where they would show you the trailer of something, and then they had like that. They had the rumbling of the chairs, and they had a little bit of the water being sprayed in there, and it was kind of fun.
Yeah.
But you know why it was fun? Because those trailers were only 2 minutes long, maybe 5 at most, and it's fun. But now imagine stretching out that shaking, that pushing, that shoving, that chair that like hits you in the back when somebody gets punched.
The air hitting you
the
in a
hair
shot.
in there, and then
Yeah.
when some like water splits, like there's like little water that splashes. Imagine spreading that out over a 2-hour movie, and it's annoying.
More than 2 hours.
And in
Indiana
fact,
Jones
it-
is still more 2 hours, and it did get annoying.
At some point, and I don't know if it's like maybe just the theater, because I imagine that there's probably theaters that have like done the logistics a little bit better. But at the theater that I was in, and I usually like it, Sinopolis. I love that theater.
That's where I went. That
Okay.
was my first time there.
So I'm watching The Flash, and at some point, the Flash is supposed to simulate him running like at ultra fast speeds. So anytime he would run, like the little block of seats that I was in, me and my son and like 2 other people, it would shift left and right to make you feel like as if there's friction, right? But I felt like I was gonna fall off my chair.
Yeah, me too.
And at one point, Wally West gets punched in the face, and to simulate that,
It punches in the back.
it punches me in the back, and I was fucking mad. I wanted to kick the damn
Same
chair's
thing
ass.
happened to me.
I want to be like, "What you doing at me, bro? What you looking at? Come on, come at me, come at me."
No, because of the car accident, I have a bad back. Well, before that, I had a bad back, but it's worse now, right? And on Saturday, I threw it out. So on Sunday, I went with the kids, and it hits me right in my injury.
You got mad, right? You're like, "Oh, I'm big mad now, bro, and I'm gonna take you out."
I just want to say this
I was
is
saying,
hilarious because I
"Fuck
haven't
your
had
couch."
I haven't had to go through this agony yet. So like hearing that you guys are getting beat up to watch a movie, I got a link if you want to enjoy it in comfort.
And then on top of that, I feel like when the,
And for free, because
And for free.
how much I paid for that damn movie
I got
to get my
paid.
ass kicked.
the piracy of Doyle is not the piracy of the OUCHCAST.
It's not piracy; it's free.
It's piracy.
It's not piracy, it's democracy. He's democratizing the access to movies.
That's more like a mockery.
Hey, I did a Google search for free movies, and guess what came up? That's all I'm saying.
That's Google's
Viruses, that's what came up. I
Viruses.
tried the same search, and I'm still trying to clean up my computer.
fault. No, he
You should've
did
got a
Indiana
VPN.
Jones free. You, on the other hand, put in her Jones. That's the big
In her
difference.
Jones.
You know what? Look, man, my porn habits have nothing to do with this, okay? You shut up.
Speaking of Rashida Jones,
What?
Rashida Jones?
Rashida,
Yeah, Rashida. Go on.
Did you just call her Rashida
Rashida?
Jones? Like,
Rashida,
was
like
trying not
Paramount,
to-
like Pasadena?
yikes.
So what I was doing was I was trying not to use her government name.
Right.
Just kidding. That was a joke. That was one of my owning it bad moments. Jumper.
One of your jumper moments?
That's another jumper
Be-
moment.
The best part is the pyramid on Jumper. You mean Looper?
Starring
Actually, Jumper does have the pyramid. See, what am I talking
It's
about?
Jumper, not Looper. Yeah.
starring Rashida Jones. I said it wrong again on purpose.
So
Anyway.
I have a question about, because I mean you're heading in the right direction in terms of, because I'm curious, like part of the summer like vibe, like besides how disgustingly hot it's been, it used to be like you go to the pools, like maybe the Bell Gardens pools would open up and
I
you go
never went to
swimming.
Bell Gardens pool.
I did, loved it. Or you'd be after school, so your friends come over and you guys would play. But the thing always was the summer movies, right? And I looked forward to every summer because you knew that was going to be the bomb ass movies.
When do you think that started?
Jaws.
There you
It
go.
was Jaws. It's not even. When did it start? It was Jaws. Jaws was the first summer blockbuster on record.
But did they
Look
plan
it up.
But was it?
Look it up.
Did they plan
was
it?
Was it planned? Like, was it like
Yes.
proposed to be?
Yes.
Yeah.
When Universal actually saw the footage, they were like, "We should make an event out of this."
Oh.
And then the next one to do it was Star Wars.
When
and,
did Jaws release?
And then 76, I think.
Oh, look at you, smart
I
guy.
think.
He knows. I'm just a trivia boy. When it comes to movies, he knows it.
I have no life, dude.
Let's do the old Google search here.
So I don't know. I may be wrong, dude.
I have a question though. Okay, so you're saying that the movie came out. I mean, it makes sense. It's an ocean movie with a shark.
In the summer.
In the summer, might as well fuck up
Bikinis,
people's like
trunks.
summer. Don't go to the
75.
beach.
75.
Don't go to the beach. There's sharks in that water. Come to the movies where you can get popcorn and ice cold pop.
I'm waiting.
Hey, I bet people were pissed when Jaws dropped,
I'm
and they
waiting
were
for the
like,
new-
"Dude, why is no one at the beach?"
I predict a new Jaws movie, Jaws 5, Son of a Beach.
Son of a beach.
That's
On
the
the
next one.
beach.
Son
You know
of a
what's
bitch.
you know what's funny?
Featuring the
You
Squid
know
Squad.
why Jaws was such like a summer event? Because it scared the living crap out of everybody to the point where they wouldn't go to the beach, so they just kept going to see the movie over and over again.
It made me that's true. It gave me a fear of sharks now. It was so bad that this is embarrassing to say. Sorry. I would not get in ball pits as a kid because I thought they were full of water and there was a shark under there. There, I said it. And I'm not making it up. This was an actual thought in my head.
So the ball shark was gonna get you.
Yeah, the ball shark was going to get.
Sounds like the kind of thing we tell our 15-year-old girls to stay away from the nudes. Watch out for them ball sharks. Ball shark.
Yeah.
Me bolos.
No,
terrible.
mommy, no.
Error. Me balls.
The ball shark's gonna get me. It's just that old man from that creepy old man making tico tico tico.
Hey, young man. No, I never told my parents. I never told anyone. They would be like, "Go play," and I'd be like, "No, it's okay." I never said anything until like when I was in my 20s. I actually like brought it up. I go, "I have this confession to make. This is the most stupidest phobia I've ever had."
It came out in therapy, right?
No, I came out to my ex-best friends. Both of them, I told them the truth.
They're ex-best friends because they totally
Because I
laughed
told
at
them,
your ass.
Yeah, because I told them and I walked away
You came out. That's what it was. You came out and they were like, "Hey."
of the closet. Hey,
Oh man! Man!
Yeah, dude.
Okay, so you're saying then the summer thing all started with Jaws and stuff. Like, was there some executive that really said, "Okay, we put out this movie, we're gonna make this huge phenomena," or
No.
did you just like see it and be like, "We got to do this again"?
No, what happened was they put it out because in summer was the death kiss, right? And they did not have no faith in this movie, so they put it out, and it lo and behold, it became what it became. And then when they saw the first weekend's box office receipts, they're like, "Okay, release it in more theaters."
Right.
And they released it in more theaters, and then it became a big thing, and it ruled the summer. It was the #1 movie for a long time.
So for me, like the golden age of summer movies was like pretty much after the Batman movies, somewhere in the 90s as well. Like I remember I used to buy comic books, right? I mean, we're in this awesome comic book shop, but like my favorite thing was looking at the comic books, and they would have advertisements for the movies, and they would tell you summer, 2000 or 1993 or whatever.
I do remember that.
That's how I knew what movies were coming out. And so I would look. I remember Dark Man came out in the summer. I remember
Dark Man.
Remember Dark Man with Sam Raimi? Dark Man. Chef's kiss. Great movie.
One of the best superhero movies to date.
Army of Darkness.
Mr. Giggles was the villain.
Yes, sir.
But when it released,
Wait, what?
Oh, well, yeah.
Are you poo-pooing on Dark Man?
No, he said when it was released.
Oh.
yeah, when it's like a cult classic because when it released, it just like didn't
Well,
hit.
there's a lot of cult classics.
Yeah,
Like Army of
yeah.
Darkness, as you mentioned.
Army of Darkness. I was at Avenue Theater
Crank.
in Downey watching that shit, dude. And that
Cranked.
was epic.
Crank.
I hate that movie.
That's a great
Which
one. The
one's
first one,
Crank?
Crank, is great. The second one is
Crank.
All right, so which
With
one's Crank?
Statham.
Yeah, Jason Statham, where he has a drug in him in his heart and all that. I think it's a great, fun movie.
Really?
Yeah.
That just seems so stupid.
Well, it is. It's a stupid concept, but if you get a suspension of disbelief and you just go with it, it's fun.
Suspension of disbelief.
Yes.
You?
Me. No, but yeah.
This is the guy who's
It
like,
is I, Couchman.
Angels. It's usually like, well, I couldn't really believe that. I call bullshit on that premise.
Dude, you know how much I bitch and moan about Crystal Skull when Indiana Jones got in the fucking fridge and survived the nuclear bomb?
Oh God, that's so stupid. Yeah. Okay.
That's fair. That's a fair assessment of something stupid.
Yeah, I saw that like in the 1960s, one of those movies, like the public health movies, like if duck under the table or get into a space, and then the little boy crawling inside the refrigerator. Come on.
You know what? You know why they did that, right? The duck under the table and it's kiss your ass goodbye because you're fucking gonna die, dude.
They wanted you to feel like there was hope. You saw that flash though.
It was also so they could know where to get the charred bodies at the end.
True.
You crumble together. Don't go near the desk.
Which
boys.
is why they tell you to get in the doorway for an earthquake.
Yeah.
So they can find the bodies.
So they can find the bodies. Yeah, a doorway. Get the fuck out of here, dude.
The door's gonna collapse just the same way the rest of the building is. So, hello. If it's gonna fall on you, it's gonna fall on you.
Summer.
We just triggered everybody who has a phobia of earthquakes, which is a lot of people.
Well, we live in California. I mean, you live it, you die by it.
At this point, for me, if it's not bigger than 7.1, I'm not waking up.
Facts, 1,000%. If it's not, don't even call it an earthquake unless it's at least a 4.0.
That's a natural alarm. That's what it is.
It's like stop shaking my bed.
Is it time? No, I'm going back to
You
sleep.
didn't even knock over my glass of water. It is not an earthquake.
It's like 4DX. Like, what are you punching me, bro? I'm gonna come at me.
4DX. 4DX is the annoying earthquake.
That's exactly what it is. It's like that 4DX annoying shit.
I've had farts that move me harder than a 4DX
That
earthquake.
scared me more than a fucking
Okay, you need to go see a doctor for that, bro.
Hey, I have powerful loins, all right?
If you don't go tooting that hard, then there's an issue with you, dude.
Powerful
It's a man
loins.
thing.
Powerful loin.
Blast off.
Okay. I have a question. Do you guys fart in front of your significant others?
Of course.
I don't.
Why?
It's not. I mean, if I do, it's by accident, and it's like, oh, sorry, babe. But I think it's a matter of respect.
I think it's a matter of comfort, and as long as no one else is around, like, why are you tight cheeked? Trying to like hold it in, like, dude, like, you guys, just let them rip. Like, your stomach hurts. Your stomach hurts. You had bad tacos. Like, it's
Do you
okay.
at least
Let 'em
apologize? Like, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I do.
Okay, see, there's the thing right there.
My nephew, when he was younger, he would just let it rip and then go, safety.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
What the fuck
I
does
never-
safety mean?
I have no idea what that means.
Is he telling you to get to safety because it's about to
Probably.
hit your nostrils
I
and
have
you're gonna
no
die?
idea. I have
There's
no
a
idea.
radius. If you're not at safety level, you're gonna get hit with the radius.
What's the splash damage like? What do we?
I'm gonna get a gamma exposure scale. Just run.
I remember it was like right after I graduated high school, and we went to go visit my friend in the dorms, and he goes, doorknob, and then he let the nastiest fart rip, and his friend goes, oh, dude, and just starts socking him in the arm like a bunch of times, and he had to run and touch the doorknob to get him to stop socking him, and I was like, what is this game?
And how can I play?
Doorknob.
Oh my god, dude! I just saw this video. Like, it reminds me of this video that I just saw where, like, these guys all have like they're in a small room, and this is like overseas somewhere. It's some third world country, and they have no shirts on, and they're blindfolded, and they have like, I don't know what they have, something like some type of whip or something. And the idea is that you're blindfolded in a room, and everyone's kind of creeping around, and then you're just randomly swinging your belt or whatever. And if you hear the noise and you smack that person, and everybody equally can hit each other, it's the stupidest thing, and yet they're all
That
cracking
sounds
up.
like fun.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie.
Let's record that for the next episode.
You know what? Okay, you just gave me this super politically incorrect question. Do people in third world countries with little to no food fart? That's a serious question. I got a lot of questions, and I really want to know, like, if you're malnutritioned, do you fart? Because is there food in there for you? Can you avoid to fart? Because you might, like, lose half your lunch. You know what I'm saying? Like, you've been living on 3 strands of rice for 6 months. Is there anything to fart?
I got no comment on that.
I am serious. Okay.
The
I don't
science.
smoke weed, but that is a high thought. I don't smoke weed, but that's exactly what that was. Residuals.
The residuals. The science actually says that you still would, because you're digesting something. And my guess is it probably won't smell as bad, because typically what smells bad is all the leftover bacteria. And so the more
meat.
Yeah, so the more processed food you have, the more like the more leftover crap you have. That when you fart, it smells worse, and also it could be a sign of like your bowels not being very well, and so yeah.
So trip out on this, you guys.
This has been Art
science
Fart with Enrique.
Art fart. I switched my diet and was doing a primarily vegetable only diet.
That's kind of what I'm doing right now too.
It would be only vegetables and some protein shakes here and there. And I stopped farting for like a week. And I took notice because I had noticed how like much energy I had, how much my diet had changed. And I was like, that's interesting. If I'm just eating the vegetables, then I'm less gassy. And like I full on just don't have gas. Like
Unless you have cauliflower or broccoli.
I stayed away from those. Those are hybrid plants.
I can't handle this conversation.
Art Farts. Squid Squad edition.
Oh my goodness! Oh my! So when you're
How did we go from summer movies to farts?
Because some movies are shit and they stink. That's why, and that's what we were trying to get to.
All right, what's the worst summer movie you've seen?
Shoot 'em up.
Shoot 'em up.
Shoot 'em up. Is that the Clive Owen?
Yeah, with that's not Monica Bellucci, is it?
Yeah, Monica Bellucci.
Okay.
She's a beautiful,
She's
beautiful
a
woman.
beautiful
Let
woman.
me say,
respected.
I have been watching movies since I was like 5, and I have never walked out of a movie I walked out of that movie.
That
I don't care if I'm that way. If I paid for it, I'm sitting through it. That movie was such a piece of crap. I was on a date and I said, "Come on, girl, let's go." It was the scene where the car rolls and the freaking baby's in the street. I said,
right.
Now, granted, it wasn't a real baby, and spoiler alert. But to me, once I saw the scene and it was presented like it was still the real baby, I couldn't handle it. I had to walk away. I was like, "This is the stupidest."
I think that movie's like a tongue-in-cheek thing, but I agree. It's terrible.
No, I get it now. Like after I
I
sat
got you
through the
beat.
whole thing, but
I
I
got you
was
beat.
totally like,
I got you beat. Do you guys remember the Santa Fe Springs Mall?
sure.
Yeah.
When they had the movie theater there, it was
Sure.
always empty. That was my spot because it was always empty.
Mm-hmm.
Me and my ex-best friend Gabriel decided to go see a new movie that was coming out that weekend in the summer,
New movie.
which was The Avengers. Not Marvel Avengers. I'm talking Emma Peel.
I know the one.
Avengers.
Like the 1960s mod
With
adventure.
Sean Connery as the villain. And Ray Fiennes as the dude, and I forget who was the.
You know what? That's
Uma Thurman was Emma
Yes.
Peel,
Yes, she was.
and
She was great, but that movie was
the
trash.
movie was. Like I don't know what to say. Explain. Let me put it this way: it got so bad, and I got so bored that I had a cane with a walking stick cane with a sword in it, like an actual sword.
Threw it away.
And I opened it up, and I started just swashbuckling with Gabriel in the middle of the theater. We were that bored, and then we threw a Slurpee and ran away.
What? You're like, eh.
We were
First of
kids,
all,
and
I
we were
just
kids.
want to say you're a snitch because you just name dropped Gabriel on he was statute of limitation because that theater's probably closed down.
No, there's no theater no more. That mall is gone. That mall
Friendship's
is gone.
over. They lost their
Yeah,
friendship
the
over the
friends-
movie, so
the-
the movie owes them this
The
much.
friendship is gone. So
because you took
I'm
him to
throwing-
see that movie. That's
It was
what it
all
was.
Gabriel's
That
idea. I'm just gonna say it was his idea. He lives in. I'm kidding. His phone number is area code 562-505. No, I'm kidding.
So for me, like it's between The Shadow. Remember The Shadow?
I remember the show.
Alec Baldwin, and
yeah.
it was like they were really wanting it to be
And the
like
next
the
one?
next Batman.
And
And the other one is Dick Tracy.
okay.
Now, here's the thing. Dick Tracy has grown on me over the years. It's actually a really good movie. I
Warren
enjoy
Beatty.
it. Yeah, I really enjoy it.
Okay.
But that also was trying to be the next Batman. And
You're missing the third one,
what's the third one?
the Phantom.
Oh,
Billy Zane.
dude, that was trash. That was so bad.
That is the trilogy of bad, so bad that it's good though.
Phantom
those
was
movies,
so bad, so good.
You can watch them,
I
and
don't call them so bad, so good.
they're so horrendous that you're like, oh my god, this is terrible. I gotta watch more. But they are they are bad movies.
Okay.
For
with-
anyone in the Squid Squad out there who has seen all three of these movies, you understand why comic book fans complain about getting a movie comic book accurate.
Yeah,
So for me, Phantom, the reason I wanted to watch it was because of Flash Gordon, the
I do
cartoon.
like the Shadow. Yes,
Remember the cartoon
yeah,
Flash Gordon?
that's why.
So in the Flash Gordon cartoon, they had the Mandrake,
Yep.
they had Flash Gordon, and then they had the Phantom.
Uh-huh.
And I remember thinking he was such a cool character. I was really hoping that this movie was going to be that character. It was so bad.
For those who don't know, the
So bad.
Phantom was basically like the white Black Panther, but he wore this purple spandex thing. But it was exactly the same
Ben
story.
Affleck was the man in Phantoms, yo.
No, that's Phantoms. That's the Rose McGowan movie.
hey,
That's,
I said what I said.
God damn it, Looper. From now on, we're changing Dole's name
Ben
to
Affleck
Looper.
was the bomb in Phantoms, yo. Like
By
I
the
love
way-
that line from Jay
Yeah.
Silent Bob.
Did you guys hear that Ben Affleck is actually going to be Daredevil again?
Yes.
Oh, I'm
And-
super excited about
Wait,
that.
Deadpool
no.
movie?
No,
Yes.
Yeah.
he's gonna be Daredevil in the what?
In the new Deadpool movie.
So they don't know yet whether like how big.
I don't like it.
Well, they've confirmed that Jennifer Garner is coming back as
For
an
sure.
extra. That's
I
for
was
sure.
okay with that.
They also showed Hugh Jackman as
Wolverine.
as
Wolverine.
Wolverine with the suit, which looks
Yeah.
great.
I like that.
And there's a lot of
There's a lot of rumors flying
rumors
around.
that Ben Affleck is coming back. He was
Please, no.
seen at lunch with, I don't know if it was Ryan or Hugh. Or
Yeah,
somebody,
he was
but-
on set.
yeah,
so
that's
so
it.
the rumor is that okay, so I mean spoiler, I guess.
He might be like Matt Murdock. I don't think he's going to suit up. I think he'll be
I-
Matt Murdock.
The thing is that for a while, even before all of these rumors were coming out, Daredevil was being touted as being like sort of the transition of killing off the X-Men and all of those what people are calling the 20th
Fox
century
universe, yeah.
Fox universe, right?
There's also a behind the scenes shot where on set they have the Fox logo crumbled.
Yeah.
Have you seen that? So it's
Yeah.
gonna happen.
And so in the comic book line, there was a whole comic book event over a summer, from what I remember.
Deadpool kills the Marvel universe.
Yeah, and so Daredevil went around killing all the different Marvel characters from the Ultimates or wherever. I don't honestly, I don't remember the exact details. It was a great storyline. People were like wanting the Daredevil to do. They wanted Deadpool to do this in the movies, and that's what it seems like that's happening.
Yeah.
I'm kind of stoked about it.
I am too, but asterisks. I'm a little like too late.
Who are you asterixing?
Because you have two movies that already have done this whole multiverse thing, or a couple now. First one that actually did it was what is it? The Spider-Man movie with the other Spider-Man, which was wonderful. Far From Home, no. No Way Home.
No Way Home.
No Way Home did it great.
Yeah.
Then you have Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. They did it,
Right.
and then they did Across, which did even more.
Right.
You have the movie that, unpopular opinion, I hated, which was Doctor Strange, Madness, the Multiverse of Madness. Yeah,
They did it. I like that movie.
Oh, thank you. High five right here.
I liked it. I thought it was great.
I thought it was just me because I was in a bad mood the first time I watched it.
Sure.
I watched it again. I fell asleep exactly the same part as I did on the first one.
For me, the issue was like I wanted it to be Sam Raimi doing Marvel, and it was just Marvel doing Sam Raimi.
No, it was Marvel.
And it was sad because
it was Marvel instructed him, do this because that's what you're popular for.
Believe it or
yeah.
not, what is it? Elementals.
That's the worst movie. I know.
I enjoyed it,
but
the Eternals.
Eternals.
The
Elementals.
I enjoyed.
That's the cartoon from DreamWorks.
Oh, that's right.
Which DreamWorks or
no, Pixar?
Pixar. That's
okay.
The bomb.
So,
yeah.
I think the Eternals and then Doctor Strange is like maybe 1 or 2 points above the Eternals in this Phase 4. That is probably what I have enjoyed the least, even though I have not consumed the entire Phase 4 because Phase 4 sucks.
I saw Ant-Man Quantumania and I was disappointed. I was looking forward to that. For that, it was very disappointing.
That one felt useless. Okay, so you said
I saw Guardians 3. I actually bought it.
Great movie.
Yeah,
I mean, it was.
Agreed.
I liked it.
Next song.
So, wait a minute. Let me ask you. You didn't like Guardians, really? I loved it. I felt I was fully.
My kids did.
Fully invested in it. Yeah.
I feel like I don't know. It lost its mojo somewhere. I did enjoy it. I liked it, but like if you tell me put them in order, it's my last one. For me,
Guardians.
Guardians 3 is my least favorite Guardians movie.
It's such a good movie. No, it was so
Actually,
good.
no. I take that back. Holiday Special is the one that I think is a little lower.
Do you count that though?
Yeah.
I don't. If it doesn't get a theatrical release, I'm not counting it against another theatrical.
It's James Gunn written and directed. It's everyone's back. It's the same set they use for Guardians 3.
I feel you. I get you. But like I never counted the G.I. Joe holiday special against the actual G.I. Joe.
And why not? That was a masterpiece.
No, it was bonus content.
Okay, so hold on. We got to go back a little bit because there are two things. You guys kind of went off on a tangent on the Guardians, but the first one was Sam Raimi. I did like Multiverse of Madness versus Eternals was really just bad. It was pointless. It was useless. It didn't feel like it did anything to advance anything in the phases. I don't care about the Eternals. I don't care about anything that they presented. So that later on when Moon Knight came out and it felt more. Moon Knight was great, but it felt like it was more like Eternals was more to service Moon Knight, and beyond that I don't care because it doesn't really seem to tell anything important in the way that the other movies did, like where you had like somehow everything in phase 1, 2 and 3 of the Avengers and Marvel and all that stuff felt like it was leading towards something. And now Multiverse of Madness on the other hand feels in tune with the Spider-Man movie, and it feels in tune with
No Way Home.
With No Way Home, and where all that's going, like the whole multiverse. I did like how they presented, like that the alternate universe with Reed Richards and all. I really dug. I think it was an okay movie. It was okay. Now, in regards to what was the movie afterwards? Guardians. It was emotional. It was really good. It was sad. I cared about the characters, particularly Rocket.
You fell for those PETA commercials, didn't you?
Yeah.
The arms of an angel.
No,
for only 10 cents a day, you can save a rat.
It had nothing to do with like, oh, they're hurting animals. It was more just like it it felt like they took a character Rocket and they explained his whole modus operandi, why he's so broken, so that by the end you actually felt like he progressed. He had some character development.
He did, but my problem was it was not. Even though, like, here's my issue with the movie. He was the star of the movie, right?
Sure.
But we were missing his persona in the movie. Like, we saw his backstory and all that, but we don't know the Rocket that we know now, because he was his present
You're
form
missing that banter.
was, he was knocked out for like most of the movie.
That's true.
And then towards the end, he was more like, just angry, neutered, and it didn't have that. Him was a big selling point of the original movies.
Okay.
So I feel like he is the heart of Guardians of the Galaxy, but I feel like I needed a little bit more of him.
Your point of of character development, that's what was missing from Doctor Strange. He was the same douchebag by the end of the movie.
Yes,
he was.
He really didn't change or grow or anything like that.
Changed.
And that was what was missing for me.
Even though they were purporting to have, because remember his whole thing was that he was really like sad that he was still holding on to his ex-girlfriend, the one who died.
Yeah.
And so that by the time at the end of the movie, like he sort of like lets her go, right? But it doesn't feel like he really did, right?
They didn't show it.
He really didn't.
They never showed that
So-
or explained that.
That was my issue with it.
Sure.
I loved the first movie. I really loved. I really enjoyed the first movie. Generic enemies, but still, it was wonderful.
Yeah,
okay. And the second one, I just felt like again, like Guardians. Like, I feel like they took the characters, but you could have just put anyone else into those, and there was no build of the persona or the character development that they had in the previous movies.
So I think that's one of the challenges with filming, a movie where you have like a team. And this is one of my biggest worries with an X-Men movie. If they start to split the team up and try to explain backstory
Blue
and all
and
that,
gold and all that.
Yeah, I mean, I would rather them to just like make like a bunch of characters separate, and then like they have to build towards something, and they all have like this, like they all have individual goals, and their individual goals move them in the story, and then eventually like they meet up.
Okay.
And at that pivotal point where they meet up, it's like we have to stop something bigger than ourselves.
Yeah.
And so you still understand that they have goals, but it's like they have to give up their goals, all of them, to fight the bigger good or the bigger evil.
Yeah.
And so that's what I want in an X-Men movie. I want the team to come together and be the team, and then once they're a team, don't break them up.
So you want them to have an origin story for when the X-Men come?
It depends on how it's done. Honestly, no. I would actually just start them off like fighting Sentinels, and then move them on to like a sub mutant, and then have them fight like a super alpha, level threat at the end of the movie. Personally, because I don't think the audience really gives a crap. You put the X-Men in a situation and have them kick some butt.
There's a big issue I have with the X-Men coming on Marvel, which is who's going to play Wolverine. We've had a ton of different Batmen. We have a ton of different Supermen. We have all these other ones, but there's only been one Wolverine this whole time, Hugh Jackman. So, I mean, it's possible. I'm not saying it's not, but I can't picture anyone who would be perfect for it. Chris Benoit.
I see. Wow. That's horrible.
Did you just say Chris Benoit? Isn't he like?
Yikes.
Are we gonna like dig his ass up out of the grave?
Have you seen the screens for?
Take the rope off his neck.
Have you seen the screen? Wow.
Yikes!
What a mutant power! I can take the rope off my neck. That is terrible.
The views of Angel are not necessarily the views of that of Doyle and Enrique and the OUCHCAST team.
100%.
He was still
George,
my hero, right?
Here, I'm gonna put the windmill here just for Angel.
Your Chris Benoit jokes still hurt. All right, it's still my hero. Okay, not for what happened when he did, but for his
my hero
jerking on the rope.
Anyway,
what?
Ouch.
OUCHCAST.
You know what's? I think. Have you seen the screens for the alleged new Cyclops? That dude totally looks like Cyclops.
No, I haven't seen that.
It's been some screens going or floating through like. Facebook and
send
YouTube and stuff like that. If I see it again, I'll send it to you. I don't click on videos like that because I don't want things ruined for me. And I made
at this point I don't care.
I do because it ruined Spider-Man for me. I didn't want to know that all three of them were gonna show up, and then the one video clip I watched, it ruined it for me.
That's why I actually went midnight release of that movie, because I knew that was gonna happen to me sooner or later, and I was like, nope, it's not gonna happen.
So, okay, I have a question for both of you guys, because I mean, you know, you guys talk a lot of smack about all of the current Marvel films, but the first two phases of Marvel, like, were you guys all in, like, or was there like some heavy, like, oh, that's I don't like this, or I don't like that? Like, what was, like, we're talking Iron Man 1, we're talking Captain America, Iron Man 2, Thor, Avengers.
Let me tell you how in I was. I was working at the radio station, and I had got a special, like, promo box of the Iron Man stuff. It was an Iron Man shirt. It was a poster, and it had like a legit, like, Iron Man, like, I mean, like, this is like a $1,500 promo box, but you know, one at the station was into comic books, and they knew I was, so they were like, hey, here, you want this? I was like, give me this, you know, like, and I took off and like ran and like, no, you can't have this.
You still got that?
Were you laughing like Peter Griffin running with the box?
Wait, you still got that?
Dude, so it disappeared
no.
on me. It is definitely a no. But man, like that first Iron Man movie, I had promo merchandise, like the shirt glue in the dark. Like it was
a glue in the dark?
Yeah, it was a
that's cool. The repulsor or whatever.
Yeah.
The arc reactor.
Arc reactor, yeah.
Yeah, it was cool. So sitting in the theater with that on my shirt and looking around and no one else, but everyone could see my shirt. People were like, "Oh man, where'd you get that shirt?"
Did you tell them you were War Machine just to fuck with them?
Wow, that's racist. It wasn't a gray shirt.
Oh,
it was a black shirt.
What? Well, yeah, that's why.
Damn. Okay, guys.
Why gray? You weren't black too.
We need to get HR back in here.
No.
Some sensitivity training.
Let's not talk about,
because that's insensitive.
Let's not talk about racism, Enrique.
What?
For you guys who are not in the loop, right before this, I know everyone. We decided to meet a small little meeting before recording at Roca's, shout out Whittier, up here in Uptown Whittier, whiskey bar. And so me and Enrique were sitting there having an old fashioned. By the way, thank you, Enrique. That was delicious.
You're welcome. It was a good drink.
And shout out Douglas. And we're sitting there, and Enrique goes, "Oh, let me scoot over. Doyle's here." As I turn around, there was someone who looked nothing like Doyle.
He kind of did. Shut up. He was wearing black pants, white shirt. It looked like the kind of the Adidas pants that Doyle has worn in the past. He looks like he works out and he walks in, and I'm like, oh wait a minute, that's not Doyle. He would
have been Doyle if Doyle had gotten like 2 feet cut off of him. Okay, this guy was midgy at best, and he was so short and older and clean cut. Look at Doyle. Look at the camera. Look at the camera. Yeah, I don't think so. So that's racist.
There was no footage of any of this, so I'm gonna say that you're imagining it.
But wait, there's more. No, I'm kidding. I'm not gonna.
Yeah, it wasn't one of my better moments. Yeah, I was profiling you there, Doyle. Apologies.
The views of Enrique are the views of America.
No, that's bad. That's bad.
What do you call a fake noodle?
What?
An impasta.
I have
Today's
a coworker.
Dad joke brought to you by Doyle.
I have a coworker, and she's always sending me like puns because like on our field trips, and we're sitting in the car, we're trying to we're trying to like creep out the kids or cringe out the kids actually with like total dad jokes, and oh man, I get them all. So I got that one. I got that one. A video of that. That's hilarious.
Yes, I do the same thing. It is. I don't know. Okay, so since dad jokes have become a thing, like I have made it a point to like cringe out the kids as much as possible, because you know how kids are like, "You're old,
bitch."
All right.
Did you say it though?
I got your old. Okay, I got something I wanted to talk to you guys about.
Okay.
So, of course, there's these incredible summer blockbuster movies, and I want to come back to that. But I have this idea for the two of you. Let's see if you guys can guess 5 out of the 10 top songs of the summer.
Of this summer?
Of summertime. Like,
okay.
These are the top 10 songs.
Okay. Can I go first?
Yes. You get 3.
Will Smith's Summertime.
Okay.
Summertime.
Yes.
Ooh, summertime.
Yes, that is one. That is on the list.
Oh.
And wait a minute, we're picking out
The summer songs,
Okay.
the top summer
I'm
songs
gonna
ever.
give you each 5 guesses and the goal here is to get 10 or to get 5, half
Okay.
of the list.
Can I go for the second one?
Yes.
Party in the USA. Miley Cyrus.
Negative.
Oh, that's
Okay, that one song from Lem, what's it called? Oh, you know the song, the '90s song from Lem, the one I was walking in the grass, the one da 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 da. da.
If you steal my sunshine.
That's the one.
Okay, that is not on this list.
Shit,
Wow.
I'm shocked.
I will say it is better than at least one of the songs on this list.
Okay.
which
I got
is-
one more. I got one more
crap.
guess.
Go.
The other guess is "Summertime" by Will Smith.
I second that one. Is it on the list?
It is on the list.
Yes,
Yes.
I knew it.
But you
One
don't get
more.
another point.
Oh, then.
You don't get another point. Okay.
So we got 3 so far, right?
No, we've only gotten one.
Oh, wait a minute. I thought we got "Summertime."
Summertime Will Smith and
And then-
Summertime Will Smith.
Oh, wait a minute, because you said that.
Yeah,
Oh,
we've got one.
okay, sorry. All right.
Shows how he pays attention.
Yeah,
to
he's
the-
on
I'm
his phone
so
over there.
bad. Yeah, I'm so bad.
Or his Kindle,
Apologies.
whatever. Anyway, okay. Girls Just Want to Have Fun. Madonna. I'm Cyndi Lauper.
It is not in the top 10
Wow.
of this list. You know what? Now that I'm looking at this list, I'm pretty sure
It's a bullshit list.
it's kind of a BS list.
Yeah.
It's not like really the top 10.
You should do one like by Rolling Stones or Spin Mag.
Yeah,
They're going to have
or
the
Billboard.
more
No, Billboard.
Billboard. Yeah, they'll
Billboard
have the
have
more
the-
legitimate
the-
because
Okay, let's go Billboard.
Because if they tell me that there was that one summer with Party in the USA
Yeah.
was playing all over the
Yeah.
place. It had to be the.
and I know like that
Top
Men
one
in
of them.
Black song was like a pretty big
Here
hit.
comes the Men in Black.
Yeah, that one was like a big summer hit.
Yeah, it
Yeah. And of course you're going to have like Michael Jackson, I think not Black or White. Do you, remember the
Remember
time?
the Time, yeah.
That came out in the summer and that
you
was a
remember?
huge hit.
When we fell in love. Sorry.
That's
it's showing me what's currently the number 1 song, and I
Just
don't
put
like it.
billboards,
Yeah,
summer songs of all time.
summer songs. Of
While
all-
you're looking at that, I mean, I want to ask about like just summer songs in general. When did you start like registering in your mind like this is a summer and this is a song and I love the summer because this song is part of that summer?
This is my summer song. Hold on.
Oh, he's got it. Yeah.
This, for me,
What
is
is
traditional.
Oh, dude, this
Summer.
is the summer song. But for me, it's also GTA Vice City. But I mean, I knew the song before that, but Vice City, this song. Ooh.
The first time I heard this was in Rocky. He was playing it on the radio. It's not even on the soundtrack.
Yeah.
He had it on the radio. And when I heard that keyboard do the little whale, it was my first erection.
This song.
Okay, I don't want to use.
Yikes.
I don't want to use the Billboard.
This song's a vibe, though.
right?
It's a
because
total
if I
vibe.
use the Billboard, it is so
Comprehensive and weird.
like you guys will never get all 10 of these.
Yeah.
Hear that.
So instead, why don't you just read off some and let us know? Like,
Yeah, let's just do that. Let's just read off the
while
top
we
10.
vibe, while we
Yeah.
summer vibe on this tune, man.
Yeah. Go on. All right, go ahead.
Every time that part comes on, I feel like I'm being MK Ultra. Like my brain is just being wiped.
I feel like I'm being raped by a dolphin, but go
Wow.
on.
Okay, fair.
They would be likely to do that to you.
Song?
Dolphins are dirty fuckers.
This is a timeout.com article, but
Never heard of it. Go on.
Okay. Number 1, Sitting on the Dock of the Bay by Otis Redding.
Okay.
Okay, that would be on my
Yeah,
list.
That's on the list.
That would
yeah.
be on my list.
Okay. Number 2, Under the Boardwalk by the Drifters.
Okay.
I mean,
Yeah.
it would, but I'm not a fan of the song, but
Yeah.
I see it there. I get it.
I
Okay.
love how, pause. I love how in Spanish they do a cover song of that, but instead of Under the Boardwalk, it's En un café, which is in a coffee shop. Which has nothing to do with Under the Boardwalk. But
I just found out the word boardwalk, what it translates to in Spanish is damn it! It was I just heard it last week, and me and Stephanie were sitting at the we took Javier to like to O.U.C.H, which is like a little like a little town by the lake, but it's very much like a lot of restaurants and whatnot. Long story short on there, like we sat around trying to figure out for like 15 minutes what boardwalk was in Spanish, and I heard it and I just gone. I don't remember.
Muro? No, wait. Not muro.
Yeah, something with
La Mora. Yeah, I don't
You're
know.
close. You're close.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
something there. It's gonna kill me once it hits me. So okay, Boardwalk. Got it. What's the next one? So what's the next song, guys?
Number 3 is "Summer in the City" by the Loving Spoonful.
Hot times, summer in the city.
That song.
That's an okay song.
It's okay.
Moving on.
Okay. Next one is.
By the way, the name Loving Spoonful means sperm.
Nasty.
Because it's a spoonful of jizz on the thing. So I'm not kidding you. It's like the band 10cc's. You know the band 10cc's, you know?
10 cc's of what?
I'm not in love. 10cc's is because that's the equivalent of human ejaculation of a man. It's 10 cc's. Look it up. Look it up.
What?
I know these things.
I'm not looking it up.
You know G's things? G's?
These things.
G's things.
These things.
I stay off of those parts of the internet. Thank you.
I wonder like how much of your brain that have you like partitioned off just for these silly
99.9.
There's like a little part in your brain, you know, like in like in Inside Out.
A fan of the industry, the music industry, the movie industry. It's all innuendo.
So the movie Inside Out, you know, the little cute characters inside running your head. One of them, and they're going like, "Oh man, I hate my job."
No, he's locked up in the other room. Like, God damn it.
He's swimming in 10 cc's.
He's in 10 cc's. Icky goo.
I'm drowning.
I almost threw up. Okay, number 4 is. Wait, this is number 5. "Summertime" by Ella Fitzgerald and Louis Armstrong.
It's summertime. And
That
the weather
song
is
is
easy. I
about.
love that song.
That song is apparently that song is about like.
Jizz.
I don't doubt it.
Yeah,
I think every song is about
No,
jizz.
you know what? No, I'm mistaking it for another one. Sorry, there's this famous like kind of song, that it's about suicide and it's supposed to be like the saddest song, but it's not that one. Sorry,
It's the summer wind I think you're thinking about.
I don't know. It's a
Sure.
summer wind, but
Let me
anyways.
see. Which one did you say?
Trigger warning. We just mentioned suicide.
Please don't commit it.
Don't do it.
It's the only crime that if you're successful, you won't be taken to jail. Moving on.
Oh, there it is.
Because it's summertime. Okay, number 6. This is the one I totally rebel against with my whole heart. "Hot Girl Summer" by Megan Thee Stallion and Nicki Minaj. Facts.
That's beyond our.
I told you guys like horse crap. Number 7, "Summer Breeze" by Seal and Crofts.
Yeah. Okay. I
Summer
know.
breeze makes me feel fun. That one?
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Okay, number 8, "It's Summer" by Gladys Knight and the Pips.
What are we? What is?
Are you playing this horrible playlist? Can you move on to the one after that?
Okay, what was the next one?
Anything but that? No. It was "Summer Breeze" by Seal and Crofts.
Okay, but I'm not playing that one. I'm playing this instead. Let me show you what another summer song that I love. Hold on.
Call Me Maybe. I think that was a summer
That
song.
is a summer song. That I would say that's a.
I mean, you don't have to make us sit through that, though.
No, I'm not.
Okay, thank you.
That's a great song. What are you talking about? That's a bopper. That's a
all
jam.
for you, sir. You
That's
can have that.
That's got some.
You can have that with your yellow card and your.
Okay, that was HR, man. I had nothing to do with that yellow card, Good Charlotte bullshit.
I don't want none of that. You can have that. Call Me Maybe.
Here's another song.
Call Me Maybe is a great song.
Besides Summer Madness playing as being like one of my favorite summer songs, this is the other one. You guys probably don't know it.
Yeah, I don't know it.
It always gets me in the mood. You really don't?
Get you in the mood for what?
For summer.
Can we? Let's get out of here. you can get in the mood.
Not so
Why
fast.
did I sit next to him?
Yeah, it's a good song. That's actually a dated version of the Etta.
Yeah, it is. This is the
Fitzgerald.
60s version from the Zombies.
It's a good song.
Anyway, okay, next.
Number 9 is "Wipeout" by the Safaris.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
That is a good one. I think of Animal House when I hear that.
Do it, Chris.
And then you got to do the hand. Yeah. Good
We're
tune.
all drowning. We're drowning.
What about okay? So is there any like yacht rock part of the summer thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're talking like what people are now referring to as dad music.
Actually, number 10, "Rockaway Beach" by the Ramones.
There it is. That's a good one.
How about
But that's
this
not
one?
yacht
So-
rock. But that's that's a good song.
Everybody's heard about the
Bird,
bird.
bird is the word.
I got one thing to say about that top 10.
What?
How the flying flip did Megan Thee Stallion make it amongst those songs?
How the
Publicist.
flying flop is that?
The publicist.
I mean, of all the songs, though, you could have totally put a lot of
Okay,
stuff.
give me your ultimate.
My ultimate?
Ultimate.
What about Summertime in the LBC?
Let me see.
Summertime in the LBC. What song is that? Is that like
I
a?
grew up in Long Beach, so. Yeah.
You sit here for a minute and listen. Thank you for reaching KOCH, bringing you the summer songs.
Yeah.
And here we are with the Dove Shack, Summertime in the LBC. Oh, this is nice.
So won't you check out behind go to the rock. Hit this little solo.
Ooh, I like this.
Yeah, dude, I'm feeling that. That's a good song.
This is sexy.
So summertime in the LBC.
What about yours?
What? Okay, dude, I go all over the place on this one, but you know,
Right now,
currently,
name it.
currently, I've been digging that song. I don't know the name of it, but I have it on a playlist. It's the one that we were talking about a few podcasts ago about the one that inspired the Super Mario song. It's from it's called Summer Breeze or something like that, or
Yeah.
that's a great song. I've been digging on that all summer. I've been digging that all this summer. It's been a great tune.
Where do I have it? Hold on.
That one, and then if I
we
go,
all know what it is.
sure.
Since we're open to litigation in this episode, I got a request.
What's up? Open to litigation.
Wait, are you keeping those samples under 10 seconds, or was it 5 seconds? That's the one. That is a total summer vibe right there. That's a good tune. That's a good tune.
Can't go wrong with a good guitar.
Yeah. And then there's a song from there's a Japanese song from a group called The Pillows, and it's called Monochrome Lovers. That is my that was a really like heavy summer song for me, like about 10 years ago.
How about this
Love
one?
that.
There is a missed opportunity. Their band's name is The Pillows.
Yeah.
Of course, that's off the name.
That's a cool ass song. Yeah.
Did you like the movie Blue Crush?
Yes, I did.
I actually enjoyed that
I
movie.
enjoyed that movie.
Which
yes.
one's Blue Crush? Is that the one with hold on, what's her name?
Jessica Alba and Paul Walker.
Yeah. Yeah, you know that is
We don't talk about that.
yeah, we don't
I'm gonna
We talk about that.
I'm gonna show you. There's a new artist that my son just introduced me to on Saturday.
Okay.
That I fell madly in love with his music. You guys probably already know him.
All right.
Have you heard this? Have you heard this?
For the Squid Squad, Blue Crush is with Kate Bosworth.
Yes. Have you guys heard this guy? Watch this. His name is Mac DeMarco.
Yeah, of course I know Mac DeMarco. Yeah. I just went to watch him live last night.
Yeah, I was gonna go do with my son, but we
The tickets were sold out, right?
Yeah,
No, I
sold
had.
out.
I went last night to watch them. This song's great, but also look up one called "On the Level."
Yes.
On the Level is a
This
jam,
one.
and then there's one called That's the song. That is a.
This is summer afternoon music, man.
So I want to say about it was during the pandemic. This song was like on repeat that summer for me when I was working from home. This one was totally on repeat. Such a
Fuck.
good one.
Talk about depressing.
And then there's another song.
This is total basement drug, smoking a joint music.
Is it?
I wouldn't know.
Man, I think it's more like sitting by the pool and
Yeah,
just like
chilling,
just
having a
chilling.
beer and just chilling.
Yeah.
You guys got old.
Now, when I think of
I just want
basement,
you guys to know what kids are doing these days. Just
bro,
so you
when I
know.
think of like weed and like being in a basement, I'm thinking like Pink Floyd. You know, The Wall and
in the 70s, not now. That 70s show, I mean, like now it's like more chill Mac Miller, mellow rock.
Mac Miller.
Mac Miller's a different guy.
He was a national treasure.
He was until he became like. Sorry, I'm not gonna say it. Rest in
Corpse,
peace,
see my
Mac Miller.
corpse.
R.I.P. to the Miller.
R.I.P. Yeah, you know me.
So, Anyways,
He lost
good
weight.
choices in the music.
He
You
lost
guys
weight
chose?
before the travesty, and they called him Miller Lite.
Miller Lite. Get it? Okay.
We're gonna get boycotted by the Bud Light people and Miller Lite.
Oh, tears. Oh,
That's fine by me. I like Coors
conservative
anyway.
snowflakes. Oh,
Coors Light.
good jobs. Go back to Mexico.
Miller High Life up in this piece.
It's
I used
all
to drink a
it's
lot
all
of High
about
Life.
Coors. I do too.
Yeah.
Rolling Rock here, baby.
I did a lot of Miller High Life and draft and all that, and then I switched to Heineken for years.
Yeah.
Beck and Heineken. Those are the two that I always
When I
had.
got a job and real money, I started drinking Heineken. And
No, my start was Natural Light.
So I mean, I know we only got like a few minutes left, but I want to ask about like particularly this summer in terms of like just movies, just to like bookend what we were talking about. Like I don't think there's any real movies that I'm looking forward to anymore this summer. I think I mean I was looking forward to The Flash. I loved it. Everybody was disappointed. I'm more looking forward to TV. Do you guys think the TV is taking the place of that now? Because I'm digging Secret
No,
Invasion
it was for
and
a minute.
Ahsoka in August. I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, a few of them have, but the fact is, money gets in the way, and they get greedy. These streaming services, there's a new revolution where now they're trying to nickel and dime for everything and taking away things that they shouldn't be taking away for tax cut purposes.
Okay.
So they keep removing shows for no reason
That's
whatsoever
what I'm
just to
hearing.
get money. So they're going to shoot themselves in the foot. It's going to happen, and then there's going to be something else that pops up, and then they wonder why we go to. I'm not going to name the site, but irate gay, I guess.
So
what site are you on?
basically
That's
what
none
happened-
of my links.
basically what happened to cable is going to happen to streaming.
That's 100%.
You're seeing it already. Like the first what seems like the first casualty has been Showtime. They pretty much opened up all their content on Paramount Plus.
Yeah.
So if you have Paramount Plus, you got Showtime now.
But if you pay extra.
Is that true?
I have Paramount Plus.
Okay.
You have to pay extra.
But it sounds like
And I'm
they're,
like, get the fuck outta
they're
here.
getting it because like not everybody wants to pay a little extra money for your content. Like AMC Plus is like they have
Dying.
it. Well, they're dying, but when they first started, they had just a few shows, but they never fully committed to their AMC Plus platform because they knew that the more people weren't going to move towards it, and so pretty much most of that stuff is on Hulu now.
Here's my take. I don't think any of the movies that are in theaters currently are worth the hype of Blockbuster because everything that we've seen has been like a B at best. Nothing has been an A story wise or character wise. There hasn't been anything of remembrance, of noteworthy, of who cares. Everything is like, meh, you just threw that together. It's just a sequel. It's all cash grabs.
100% true. 100% true.
I don't think streaming killed the Blockbuster.
I think Blockbusters killed the Blockbuster.
Yeah, I think
I think-
Blockbusters killed the Blockbuster.
I think
When
the
Endgame-
movie industry has killed itself by oversaturating, by underperforming, by cutting corners, by not
releasing
paying
bad product, right?
By producing bad product just for the money.
For lack
They don't
of a-
care. It's called the movie business, not the movie entertainment. It's the movie business. Because at the end of the day, they don't give a shit about you. They care about your money.
Right.
So they want how much money can we get from you while wasting less money from us?
Okay.
And it shows. The special effects has gotten worse in a lot of movies. I'm looking at you, Thor,
Yeah.
Love and Thunder.
Ever since Endgame, there hasn't been anything that like either raised the bar or just made you feel like, oh yeah, I gotta go see that.
Yeah.
The Spider-Man movie did. That came out post Endgame, right?
It did.
But it was too close. It was
Not
still
during the summer though, right?
Yeah. But
February.
it was close to the end game so that you can sort of count it because it was all vibing off of the same flow, right?
true.
So I mean I can see that because like the
It
Star
lived
Wars
up,
movies
yeah.
didn't. The Star Wars movies were supposed to invigorate like the fall because remember those movies came out in the fall.
Christmas.
We don't talk
They come
about
out in
Bruno.
winter.
They came out in the winter, right? Like
December.
Force Awakens.
Last Jedi came out on December 15th, my birthday.
Yeah.
I remember. And then the next following year was also on my like December 16th or something.
Yeah, and so those movies just they failed, right?
Yeah.
So ultimately, I mean, there's not. I mean, right now there's nothing I'm looking
It's
forward to.
oversaturation.
Some of the horror movies look kind of okay. There's been a few, but those have been so like
I could watch those at home.
Yeah, exactly.
I can watch them at home.
For me, horror movies is not like
the
a
only
movie
movie-
going experience.
Definitely. The only movie that I'm looking forward to, and I know it's popcorn and I know it's crap, but I'm a big fan of the series, is Mission Impossible.
Okay.
So
I've been
I'm
hearing
waiting for
great
that.
things about it.
I'm waiting for that, but I'm probably gonna watch that at home. I'm not too sure.
But you know what? I don't feel like I've seen the promotion, the summer
There
blockbuster
really
promotion.
isn't.
Yeah,
There really
that's
isn't.
another thing I think that the streaming industry has kind of killed off is the promotion. You don't see it on billboards. You don't see the TV commercials like you used to. You don't see it. Like I think.
Remember, OUCHCAST.com.
YouTube has killed movie trailers for me, like in a bad way.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like when they show movie trailers, I don't know. Maybe this is my age, but I don't like when the movie trailer can cuss. I think that takes away something from the movie. Like
The red band trailers, as they're called, right?
Yeah, Red Band trailers.
I used to like being able to go and like, oh, I know this movie's gonna be vulgar, but like when I would go see it, like when you see the trailer, you knew it was censored, so like the jokes were toned down.
Yeah,
and now it's like they're giving you the best joke in the trailer.
No, I'll go one step further. I don't like trailers that give away the story. I like teaser trailers where it's a completely new, like a bad example because I hated the movie, but the first Transformer movie, when they actually were talking about the movie coming, the teaser trailer was
He likes to be
was
teased.
was it Mars or the moon, and it's the rover walking, like driving around, and you see something darting around, and then it turns out it's Bumblebee, and then the Transformer logo comes out, and that's it. I'm sold. I don't need to see clips of the movie, and then I don't like it when the movie gives away the story. It's like, dude,
That's why
leave me something.
That's why I stopped watching clips and trailers on YouTube.
Yeah.
I just stay away.
Trailers, good trailers for me get me intrigued. Tell me kind of the story without giving away too much, but don't show too much of the movie.
So to your
don't
guys'
give me the best parts.
Right. To your point, I think that's part of the reason why The Flash failed. I know you guys don't like it, and we've already talked to death about that. But I personally think that the reason the movie didn't do so well was because it took too
sucked.
long. It took too long to like come out.
Agreed.
And there were so many trailers that at some point people just kind of felt like, well, okay, I'm not that. I saw all the little best bits. There's Batman, cool. There's
lame.
Supergirl. There's, The Flash, whatever. And like all of that hype that people felt that first year when the movie was supposed to come out, that would have drove numbers, would have drove people into the theater, just pretty much kept them from coming out, which I think in a microcosm, in a small little sample, is what you guys are saying, that the trailers are too
Revealing?
There's too much exposition. There's too revealing. In your case, bad words. I think that seems like a nitpick, but I get where you're coming from. And so ultimately, when there's just too much of that, people are just not interested anymore. They lose interest. They just gonna be like, whatever.
And speaking of losing interest, good night, everybody. Good night. Remember, never make eye contact while eating a banana or whatever. I don't know.
You
Guys?
eat bananas?
Sign off.
Give me a banana. I want to make eye contact.
Gross.
Speaking of losing interest, go to the Discord and join us on OUCHCAST.
For all those interested, OUCHCAST.com.
For all those who want to be disinterested,
Buy some merch.
please.
I don't want to go give crackheads.
You have us chasing
I don't
windmills,
want to
guys.
go back to selling drugs, and I don't want to wait.
For it all to be over. Peace and hair grease.